Chick Vlogs. If you are new, welcome to my channel. My name is Christina and today's video is going to be all about a really big milestone in my acting career. I booked a Zaxbys commercial, which those of you who don't know what Zaxbys is, it's a southern chicken chain restaurant here in the South. I wanted to share this amazing experience with you guys. Everything from how the audition went, to what I wore, to what it's like being on set on a TV food commercial, and then be able to show you guys the clip of the commercial because it just aired, I think, last week, and people have been telling me they've been seeing the ad on YouTube and Hulu, so I really thought this would be a great video to start out 2019 on how I booked my first Zaxbys, or my first food commercial ever. So let's go ahead and get started with the audition process. With this commercial, they were looking for elderly people, they were looking for people, young people my age, kids, and then couples. And they specifically, for my part, the description was model-like, great smile, etc. So for wardrobe, I decided to wear a white turtleneck sweater because this was back in November, so it was pretty cold here in Texas, with some skinny jeans and some black high-knee boots. I felt like that kind of made me elongate my body, and then I just felt really good in that outfit. When I get there, the receptionist guy who's checking people in gave me this paper kind of explaining what the audition is going to be like. The commercial itself is promoting their new Caribbean sauce, and for the audition they wanted us to pick a side on how do you pronounce the word, either Caribbean or Caribbean. The second step that they wanted us to do was explain why we pronounced it that way, and then the third step being describe a little bit about the sauce. That being said, you know, I'm looking at this paper and I'm just thinking, oh my gosh, okay, you know, how do I say it first of all? Because I was tripping. Because when I heard people saying it Caribbean, I was just like, what in the world are you saying? My whole life, I've been saying it Caribbean, so I was just like thinking, well, clearly there's no wrong or right way. Well, you think there wasn't. But then it just like popped to my head. Girl, what are you thinking? You're Puerto Rican. You're from the islands. Like, that's the best thing you can use for yourself. You know, you can't be wrong. So I was like, okay, I'm going to use that. As we're getting ready to go to the room, we all walk in, and then the director and the camera guy explain a little bit more. All right, this is what you're going to be doing. First of all, we're just going to get like a shot of your body and your head and whatever, slate your name. And I was like, okay. And, you know, the funny thing is, it's just like I'm auditioning with two other people, and they're watching my audition as well. So in the room, it was only the camera guy and the director. So I didn't really I wasn't feeling really nervous. I was a little bit more nervous about what the other people were going to say. I was thinking, you know, what if they say the same thing as me, or what if they throw a curveball, which really that does happen in auditions. I'm like the second to last one to go. I'm in there with some other people, and I just go for it. The camera guy's asking, all right, Christina, so how do you pronounce it? And I say, well, it's pronounced Caribbean because I'm from the islands. I'm Puerto Rican. My parents are Puerto Rican. My grandparents are Cuban, and my whole life they've pronounced it to me as Caribbean. And when you say the word Caribbean in Spanish, it's Caribe. So which one does that sound more like? It obviously sounds more like Caribbean. And the moment I spoke Spanish, let me tell y'all, the director was like, now that is where you make a difference in your audition. Now you better be confident in the language you speak in, because if not, things might go wrong. But however, I was a little like, oh no, like what's happening? So basically, after I had said all that, they were like, can you say all of that in Spanish? And I was just like, yeah. In my head, I'm like, oh my God. I was like, oh, I gotta get the conjugation rights. Oh my gosh, you know, silly things like that, because I don't speak Spanish on a daily basis. But all the things that I said, I was like, I can say it. So I said it all in Spanish. I did it to the best of my ability, and I was thinking, you know, they probably don't know what I'm saying, even though I just said it in English. but they're probably just happy that I took that risk in speaking Spanish. So after that, they asked me, all right, so what's in the sauce? And I was like, oh, you know, and keep this in mind, nobody knows what's inside the sauce. Even they didn't know. Like, they had no idea, so you just kind of had to make something up. So I was like, oh, well, you know, there's a little bit of, you know, adobo, you know, from Goya, a little bit of mango, a little bit of basil, here and there. I think I had a really good audition. I had never felt that confident in an audition in such a long time, and I just felt like I really could relate. You know what I mean? My roots came out. And I was just really happy, and then after that, it was done. Literally like 2-3 days later, I get an email from my agent saying, hey, you got a callback. And I was like, woo, callback. For those of you who don't know what a callback is, it's a second audition. They've pretty much eliminated everybody that didn't really work well for the first audition, and they've come down to like the top final people. So I'm like, okay, same concept, and I decided to go to the callback with the same exact clothes because something about that outfit I just felt really confident in, and I just felt really good. So I went there, the receptionist guy again said you're gonna be doing the same thing, except there's just like a lot more people in the room. I'm with my group, it's just 2 other people with me. I'm going in there and I'm like, holy moly macaroni. It literally went from like 2 or 3 people from the first audition to like 10. You had like the producers, the director, the people from the agency, the advertisement agency. I was like, oh wow, okay. And so I'm like, you know what? They obviously liked what I did in the first audition, so I'm just gonna do the same thing, maybe amp it up a little bit more, you know, put some more pep into my step, and we're just gonna see how this goes. So of course, I am the last one to perform, and the first girl goes. And I'm like, all right, I'm just gonna see what they say. And the first girl goes, and she's like, well, it's Caribbean because I'm from Puerto Rico. And I was just like, oh, no, you didn't. I mean, what are the likelihood or the chances that would happen? And then she was like, and that's it. That's all there's to it because I'm from the islands. And I was just like, oh. Okay, but anyways, I was just like, oh my god, like all these things in my head. I'm like, should I do the same thing? Should I change my strategy? And I was like, you know what? No, you're gonna stay grounded. You're gonna use the Spanish technique again. You're just gonna blow the show away. So the second guy goes. His reason why, he also said it Caribbean, blows my mind still. And he said it that way because there's no double R. I'm glad that I pronounce it the other way because it gives me a reason to fight her argument. So I go and I'm like, well, you know, I am also from the islands, but I pronounce it Caribbean because when you say the word in Spanish, it's Caribe, blah, 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 exactly what I did. And then they wanted me to say it in Spanish. And then I'm pretty sure the other girl was just like, oh man, this girl went all out. But hey, you gotta do what you gotta do. After that was done, they did a couple of shots of us doing the bite and smile, just like, and I was like, I gotta make sure my eyes are big because I gotta show them that I have some expression on my face. Then all 3 of us leave the audition, and then you know what this girl says? She says, yeah, I'm not really Puerto Rican. I lied. I would never lie. I would never, ever lie about my nationality. Because what if they ask you, like, say something Puerto Rican-ish or something like that? I don't know. That's a bold move, I gotta tell you. But I was like, oh, wow, okay. Yeah. I left the audition feeling really good. And now it was just wait. Now let me tell you, you don't like waiting a lot. It gets me nervous. But literally, at the last minute, I'm telling you, I found out that I was a last addition to this commercial because when I found out that I finally had booked it after being on hold for like 2 weeks, which was crazy, I get to the shoot. Fast forward to the day of the shoot. My call time was 2 p.m. I get there with no makeup because they're going to do my hair and makeup for me. I bring a bunch of my clothes, literally rainbow coordinated because I don't know, that it just makes the wardrobe stylist life easier. And I always bring all my clothes they recommend you do because I know what fits me, and most of the clothes that they have sometimes don't fit me because I'm very petite. I get there and like I just hear them say, "Oh yeah, she's just like she was a last minute addition to the commercial." And I'm just thinking, "Oh no, like, you know, they're probably just gonna use me, but I'm just gonna be like there, little scraps. I found, as I was getting wardrobe done and everything, I found a sheet that had the shot list of every single shot they were going to use. My shot, I had a single solo shot. It was just me in front of the camera. The first scene being saying Caribbean, several different ways. And then the second shot being the bite and smile. Now, I was the last one to go. My scene was the very last one. They were already behind schedule. So I maybe had, while everybody had like an hour to film their shot, I had maybe 45 minutes. The pressure was on. This was my first food commercial. I didn't really know what to expect. You know, I had the camera. Literally, the camera's like right here, huge lens. And while like we're filming this in a studio, by the way, this is not a real restaurant. They made the whole setup. It was very beautiful, like really great scenic work done. You had the people from the Zaxbys agency like in a different room watching from huge monitors. Your single move, everything you do, even like when you're not on camera or like when you're not rolling, they can just see everything. Yeah, basically it was great. They prepared the food for me. And every time I did the bite and smile segment, so bite and smile, the food prep people would come and bring a whole new chicken just for me, perfectly sized, drizzle the sauce with a paintbrush, and we would do it again. I also had a spit bucket, and if you don't know what a spit bucket is like when you're recording food commercials, you're going to be doing several takes, so if you don't want to eat every single piece of chicken you're eating, because you gotta do like 50, how many, whatever takes, you can just spit it out, start again. But I did eat some pieces because I was actually hungry, but then I had to start spitting it out because we were running out of time and stuff like that. So, but overall, it went really, really good. Being on set on TV was just like crazy, guys. I'm telling you, it was a very beautiful moment. There was one moment where I'm like sitting in front of the camera. I had just done a take and I had so much sauce on my mouth because I did the bite and smile. First of all, the piece of chicken was really like big and then it just glossed my mouth. So I had like the makeup person come and the cook person come. There's just like all these people around me. One's doing my hair, one's cleaning my mouth, and I was just like, what is happening? It just felt so surreal. And I just realized at that moment, like, wow, I truly am grateful for everything God has done for me, for my agent, for my family, for supporting me. This is something that I will always be remembered. I can't believe I was added to the shot list like last minute. So that was surprising, and I made it. I made the cut. That being said, I'm gonna go ahead and insert there's two clips. There's one me doing the bite and smile, and then there's the other one of me pronouncing the word Caribbean in a very sassy way. It's very quick too though, so you gotta be like, oh, there she is, because you know commercials are like super fast.
Bring your friends, bring your family, and bring on the flavor.
Caribbean.
It's Caribbean.
Caribbean.
Thank you guys so much for watching this video. I hoped that if you're an actor out there and if you don't get booked or if you didn't get that second callback, it's okay. It took me 8 months to book my first commercial that I didn't even get picked to be in the finished product. Your time will come. My time came very last minute, let me tell you, and I'm just super grateful. Now, like I said, this is not a national commercial, so this is not aired nationally, but I don't know if I said this in the beginning of the video, but I've had family and friends tell me they've seen me on YouTube advertisements and Hulu advertisements. I've also posted the video on my Instagram, and I will go ahead and link all that below. My goals for this year as an actress is to hopefully land some national commercials, get those SAG credits, book a lot more stuff. So I'm really excited to start 2019 with a bang. If you like this video, don't forget to like and subscribe, And Kingdom Hearts 3 is almost here. The turkey is in the oven and it's almost cooked. That is from, I think that's what Cynical says. He's one of my favorite Kingdom Hearts channels. I love his reactions. If you see this, I freaking love you. I love your reaction videos. I think you're the funniest person ever, and I can relate to his like love and passion for Kingdom Hearts clearly. So I'm gonna go ahead. My next video, like this is like an actual, definitely for sure, this is going to be my next video, is going to be a Kingdom Hearts collection. I'm going to be showing you guys every single Kingdom Hearts things I own in tribute to Kingdom Hearts 3 coming out January 29th. So that is all for this video. I hope you guys have an amazing night, day, wherever you are, and I will see you next time.